Hawks lose again, this time to the Winnipeg Jets. They lose it 6-4. This game was ugly for a while, but the Hawks were able to try and get it within one. That wasn't enough, but they did show something that they haven't been doing in a little bit. Fight back to try and come back in a game. Unfortunately, same story happened again. Terrible D zone help for the goalie. The Hawks in the defensive zone this season has been bad. But as of late, it's been horrendous. And it's costing them goals against. And it's leaving Fleury out to dry. That's what happened today, and it costs the Hawks. Frankly, it just sucks to see. Could this have been Marc-Andre Fleury's final game as a Chicago Blackhawk, because the trade deadline is in less than 18 hours away, and the Hawks continue to do stuff that, frankly, ticks off the goalies. Not play in the defensive zone, play a structured defense. I get it. We're a rebuilder. I get it. It's frustrating. I get it. This team is trying to do everything to just not try defense. Because that's how they are. Because now we are able to score, we can't play defense. That's how this team is. If they can do one thing, they forget how to do the other. It seems like that's how it's gone all season. From offense, it's been horrendous. And then you have okay defense. To defense being horrible, we get offense. There's an issue. I get it. We're a rebuilder. We're going to probably sell out more players tomorrow for the deadline to acquire draft picks and prospects. But this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's the same old story. Every game, you have one consistency. One thing's good, the other thing is horrendous. It's one or the other with this team. You're playing where you have offense and you have no defense. Or you're playing with some okay defense, but no offense at all. That's how it is. The goalies get hung out to dry either way. So let's get to the goals of the game, since there were a total of 10 goals today. In the first period, we saw a lot of back and forth hockey. Hawks were moving the puck well, getting into the offensive zone, getting some chances off on Connor Hellebuyck. The Jets were coming in, getting a few chances on Marc-Andre Fleury, and the Flyers stood strong. But until 9:14 in the first period, where a fluke happened. The Hawks had the puck in the O-zone and had a breakaway. Almost a chance to score, doesn't happen. The puck comes down the ice again onto the Hawks D zone. And, well, Nikolai Ehlers, get yourself a highlight reel goal, because he scores his 18th of the season, assisted by Kyle Connor and Nate Schmidt. This goal was a wraparound goal that beat Fleury. Ehlers came in, getting the puck from Connor, and went in on a strong wraparound, beating Fleury. No one in the D zone for the Hawks to stop him. And it leads to this goal for the Jets to have a 1-0 lead. And after that, the Jets started to gain more momentum, moving the puck in the Hawks D zone, getting some chances off. Hawks getting a few other opportunities. They couldn't beat Hellebuyck. So we go to the second period down by a goal. And, well, the Hawks get on the board very fast. They score at 1:13 in the second period. Scored by number 19, Jonathan Toews. his 8th of the season, assisted by number 11, Taylor Radish. And number 8, Dominic Kubalik. This goal was all from Radish, frankly. Radish gets it in the O-zone from Kubalik, and Radish gets it from a bad angle, shooting it towards the slot, and it gets redirected in by Jonathan Toews at the doorstep, and we're tied 1-1. Nice job by Radish getting his first Blackhawk point, and that's not the last we hear of him late in this review. Toews gets a goal against his hometown team, and Radish gets his first point as a Hawk. So that's good to see. And then the Hawks are not done, because 20 seconds later, at 1:36 in the second period, scored by number 17, Dylan Strome. His 17th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane. And number 12, Alex DeBrincat. This was one of those beautiful tic-tac goal situations for the Hawks. Kane, Cat, and Strome have themselves another highlight reel set up. Cat gets it down to Kane, and Kane sauces it right onto Stromer's stick, and Strome buries a one-time pass Hellebuck, and we have the lead. That's going to be the only lead for the Hawks because it doesn't last long. This was a great goal by Stromer and a great passing play by the Strome-Kane-DeBrincat line. Cat today was a little bit snake-bitten against Hellebuck. I will have to mention this. But we're with the lead, but it's not for long because the Jets immediately answer, and it's at 2:15 in the second period. Harkin scores his 6th of the season, first of the night, assisted by DeMello and Andrew Kopp to tie the game up immediately. This goal was shot from the blue line from DeMello, and Harkins in the blue paint kinda tips it in, beating Flower. Nothing Flower could have done there. So it's tied up again. Jets now have momentum. And, well, momentum continues. They keep pressing the Hawks, and, well, this happens. At 11:13 in the second period, Harkins scores his 7th of the season, 2nd of the night, assisted by Andrew Kopp and Svechnikov to make it a 1-goal lead for the Jets again. It's 3-2 Jets. This goal was a defensive zone fall apart completely. They left Harkins wide open, and it let Fleury out to dry. No one in the Hawks D zone was there to contain. And, well, it led to the Jets taking advantage and getting a goal. And, well, we go to a penalty kill. In this penalty kill, the refs botched it. They completely botched it. I'm saying it. I'm sorry. It's 5 minutes later. The Jets have a power play. They get in the offensive zone, moving the puck well. Blake Wheeler holds his arm in on Fleury, yanking off Flower's glove, and the Jets continue cycling. Flower clearly waving at the ref, blow the flippin' whistle. He grabs his glove, and, well, this happened. At 17:36, Kyle Connor scores his 39th of the season, assisted by Mark Scheifele and Blake Wheeler, to make it a 2-goal game. This goal is very controversial. In my opinion, it shouldn't have counted because Blake Wheeler yanked the glove off of Marc-Andre Fleury, and it led to no glove on Fleury. He grabs his glove, puts it on, and a goal goes in. That should be goalie interference, if you ask me. Fleury could not play it well without his glove. He's leaving his hand out to potentially break it if he doesn't have a glove on. That's a chance of what could have happened if he remained out there without his glove and they scored the goal that way. He put it on, but it was too late. So it's 4-2 Jets, and the momentum continues with the Jets because with 30 seconds remaining in the second period, Josh Morrissey scores his 9th of the season, assisted by Scheifele and Connor. This goal was just a snipe, and the Hawks had zero defense where more to press on the Jets, and the Jets took advantage of it, and it continued the Hawks' defensive liabilities in their own zone. It was frustrating to watch the D-zone liability of the Chicago Blackhawks. I thought Mark Crawford would have helped build and make the defensive structure better. Oh, clearly it hasn't done anything as of late, because at the beginning when Derek King became coach, the defense was fine. But over time, the defense has been horrendous. Mark Crawford, you need to do something on your defense. So, the Hawks go into the third period down by a total of 3 goals. It's a rough game. It's frustrating. Marc-Andre Fleury comes off for the intermission, smashing his stick against the bench. I don't blame him. I feel bad for him. Hopefully this isn't the last time we see him in a Hawks uniform, but there is a chance he gets traded tomorrow. It's down by 3, and the Hawks just look done. But there was a little bit of a fight come back. The Hawks come in, and you could see a little bit of a spark happen, because we go to the third period, and well, the Hawks come out and get a couple chances off, and they get a power play. And at 3:25 in the third period, for his first Chicago Blackhawk goal and 6th of the season, scored by number 11, Taylor Radish. His 6th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane. And number 17, Dylan Strome. To get the Hawks within 2, Radish is on the board for your Chicago Blackhawks. He gets his first Blackhawk goal, 6th on the season. That's good to see. He's now in his second game as a Hawk, and he already is on the board. That's good to see. He has 2 points now in this game. Radish, nice go for himself to start his career out as a Hawk. And we continue pressing. The Hawks move the puck well, getting more opportunities off, and they get into the offensive zone, keeping more press on the Jets. They're getting some shots off on Hellebuck, and well, later on, it takes about 10 minutes to get another goal. Because at 13 minutes in the third period, scored by number 23, Philip Kurashev. His 5th of the season, assisted by number 24, Sam Lafferty. And number 4, Steph Jones. To get the Hawks within 1, it's 5-4 Jets lead. This goal for Kurashev was a beauty. Probably one of the best goals we've seen him do in a while. He gets it in the O zone from a great pass from Lafferty. It was all set up really perfectly from the Kirby Dach in the defensive zone, sending the puck over to Jones. Jones gets it up to Lafferty. Lafferty gets it to Kurashev, and Kurashev goes in and snaps one past Hellebuck, and we're within 1. But that is it for the Hawks goal scoring. So the Hawks pull Marc-Andre Fleury. Hawks get a few opportunities off and couldn't beat Hellebuck. And well, at 18:51 in the third period. The man who yanked Fleury's glove off earlier in the game, Blake Wheeler, scores his 10th of the season on the empty net, assisted by Kyle Connor and Andrew Kopp to make it a 6-4 game. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's game. It was a frustrating game, but we saw something that we haven't seen in a little bit. A fight back to try and come back in a game. It didn't finish that way, but they managed to show something. Promising, I guess, but it was not enough. The D zone is the Hawks' backbreaker today. They are terrible in the D zone. So, going into the trade deadline, I want to hear what your thoughts are going into the deadline. I'm also going to be doing a live stream all day tomorrow, starting 7 o'clock Central Time and ending around 2 o'clock Central Time around the deadline. Maybe a little bit later. We'll see about that. But I want to hear what your thoughts are going into the deadline and what your thoughts were from tonight's game. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, we might have a different team tomorrow, guys.